Professor Alamu packed his bags. It had been 5 years since he last visited his village, Oke-Oro. His wife, Mama Ronke, stood by the door, worried. "Be careful," she said. "The village is not like the city." Professor smiled. "Don't worry, I'll be fine." He got into his car and started the long drive home. The village looked quiet and old. Children played barefoot. Goats roamed freely. Professor Alamu felt a deep peace. He greeted old friends and family. "You have changed, Alamu," they said. He laughed, feeling at home. That evening, as Professor Alamu walked to his cousin's house, he felt it, eyes watching him from the shadows. He turned quickly. No one was there. He shrugged it off and kept walking. It happened fast. A van screeched to a stop behind him. 4 masked men jumped out. Before Professor Alamu could shout, they had grabbed him, tied him up, and thrown him into the van. Mama Ronke was at home in the city when her phone rang. She answered. "We have your husband." A cold voice said, "Bring 100 million naira or he dies." The phone clicked off. Mama Ronke dropped the phone and screamed. Mama Ronke ran to the police. She called friends. She begged family members, but everyone shook their heads. "Where can we find 100 million naira?" they asked. Professor Alamu sat on a cold floor inside a small dirty room. They tied his hands. They fed him only once a day. He thought about his wife. He thought about his home. He prayed. One day, the kidnappers allowed him to speak. "Please," he said, voice shaking. "I am just a teacher. I don't have that kind of money." They laughed at him. "Your wife will find it," they said. Mama Ronke sold everything they owned. Their car, her jewelry, even their house. Still, she gathered only 3 million naira. She called the kidnappers. "Please, this is all I have," she cried. "Not enough," they replied coldly. Every day, Professor Alamu waited. Every day, Mama Ronke cried. 30 days passed. Hope faded like smoke. On the 30th day, the kidnappers called again. "This is your last chance," they said. Mama Ronke begged, but there was no mercy in their voices. That night, Professor Alamu was dragged outside. "You are useless," one of the kidnappers spat. The last thing Professor Alamu saw was the bright stars above. Then, a gunshot. A hunter found his body 2 days later, deep inside the forest. The police took pictures. Villagers wept. Mama Ronke fainted when she heard the news. The funeral was small and full of tears. The professor's students, friends, and family came to say goodbye. Mama Ronke sat under a black umbrella, staring at nothing. The village returned to normal. The children played again. The goats roamed, but for Mama Ronke, there was no more joy, only silence, and the memories of the man she had loved and lost.